welcome to today's Just Chopsing Podcast. And with David and myself, we have he's just Scottish, I guess, with an Italian background. Phil Ciarletta, is it?
Yeah, that's bang on, mate. That's
yeah,
bang on.
Brilliant. See, I'm not bad for a Welshman, am I?
If you struggle with it, just say ciabatta. It's good.
Now you're making me hungry. How's it going, Phil?
Yeah, good. What about yourself? Thanks for having me on tonight.
That's good, man. That's good. No worries. Yeah, we're all good. Just going through stuff. Obviously, you got a new single out called 27.
Yeah, so 27 came out on the 27th, which was last Saturday. So it's been going well. A great response for the releasing across social media. You know, a lot of highlights so far. Playing it live on BBC Scotland and stuff on Monday, which was great. So yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And every release, we're just gaining more and more momentum. So long may it continue. And now it's a case of just proceeding into 2022 and see what else I can do in terms of new releases.
Okay, cool. How many singles have you released then, mate?
That was number 5. So got another 22 to go before I reach 27. So.
Okay. So you're gonna bring one out every year with your age on it?
Just keep going. Just keep going.
I don't know what you want to be singing about when you're 69, mate.
Oh man.
Go on then, Dave.
So one of your singles then was it Bonnie Toon?
Bonnie Toon. Bonnie Toon, that was it. That was my 4th single.
Yeah, so what does that mean? Is that like good tune or good? What is
Bonnie
that?
Town.
Good town,
I reckon.
Yeah, so my hometown is nicknamed. It's got a big stretch of water, which obviously a promenade, and it gets nicknamed the Lang Toon because it had like the largest promenade in Scotland. So it comes from that. It's just a more Scottish spelling of Toon, which is like Toun. So that's where that comes from. And Bonnie is just, when you look back in Scottish music and songs, Bonnie Banks a lot woman. Bonnie's just like nice, pretty, that sort of word. So that's where Bonnie Toon comes from. So I wrote it based on, my hometown being my Bonnie Toon, but I know it's transferable to many people across the world. Someone in Peru is going to have a Bonnie Toon wherever they stay in Peru or wherever else in the world, you know what I mean?
Well, you never know. Have you seen them on the fucking holiday programmes? Some of those places are right shitholes.
We might get somebody on from Peru in the future.
Yeah, we might do. I don't know anyone from Peru.
Beautiful place.
It's lovely. Lovely place.
Well, I watched 90 Day Fiancé and there's somebody there in, where the fuck is it? Colombia, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh man, what a fucking dump. I wouldn't go there on holiday. To be honest, they've got like this, it's a beach bar. But man, it's a fucking dive, I tell you. They live upstairs, it's rubbish. So
yeah, I'd like to go to like Brazil and have a look at the favelas and stuff, just to kind of like experience it. One, because I used to play Call of Duty 2, and I was like, one of the maps was all the favelas, and then the other one is because of Fast and Furious, when they were going down the hill and smashing through all the houses and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty cool to go and have a look at, but obviously I know they're really poverty stricken and all that, isn't they? So I don't imagine they get too many tourists over there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then you can take your speedos down Copacabana Beach.
That's right. Yeah.
budgie smugglers.
They love a bit of that on that beach, don't they? Yeah. I remember watching Carl Pilkington on Idiot Abroad when he went.
Oh, what a programme that was.
Yeah, something else that was, wasn't it? He was on the beach. And he dressed up as well, didn't he? He was in one of the festivals, or what do you call them?
Oh, Carnival.
Yeah, he dressed up in the carnival, didn't he? Yeah, what a legend. I wonder what that was about. So are you thinking of bringing out an EP or something with some of the ones, or are you just looking to do the singles and then you looking to do an album at some stage?
Yeah, that's the plan over time. It's just just building at the moment. Probably a couple more singles, and then I've got lots written and a lot's recorded as well. So that's the plan over time. I always like to release music just at the right moments. So I think a couple more singles, and then perhaps an EP next, and then keep building towards releasing an album. So yeah, that's in the plan. That's in the sort of vision.
Yeah, cool.
I see you. Go on, sorry.
Go on, Ted. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, I see on your bio then you played in King Tut's.
Yeah, that was more or less in Scotland. That was my first gig back after COVID, which was pretty nuts. I think when you went to the start of COVID, or before that, I was playing at like probably boozers and open mics, and I played on Valentine's Day in a pub, and there was 2 people there, and as soon as I started singing, they fucked off. So it's like 0 folk. So I went from that to the end of lockdown, going into King Tut's in a support slot. I supported a man called Andrew Cushion. I'd say he's one of the biggest up and coming artists in England at the moment. He's supporting the likes of like Pete Doherty and the Libertines and that, and also Noel Gallagher as well next year. So
okay,
he's awesome. So it was a great night. But yeah, for a Scottish musician, that's one of the venues that obviously it's internationally renowned because of some of the names that's passed through it. Oasis. There's a lot of history and aura with that venue. So yeah, that was a special night, a great night, and obviously I'd love to go back there and headline it at some point, and then build from there, and then aim for the Barrowlands after that. That'd be the next target.
yeah. I mean, it's a really famous venue, so must have been quite a privilege for you to play it, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're lucky in Scotland that we've got venues like that everybody wants to play it from around the world. So yeah, no, it was a special moment, especially when it kind of sinks in, like when you're sitting in the green room. I'm in King Tut's and you start shouting yourself 10 minutes before you go on stage, but then after that you're fine. You just get the buzz of like playing King Tut's. But awesome experience.
How big is it
then?
What's the capacity, like 350 or?
Yeah, it's
I don't think it's that big, is it?
No, it's intimate. It's intimate. So when a lot of acts go on the sort of up and coming in emergency scene, they'll play there. So it's about, I think, around about 250 to 300, that size of venue. So you can relate that to various venues across like England and Wales and stuff like that as well. So it's that sort of size. So it's up close. It's intimate. It sounds amazing. So yeah, no, it's for, I think for the public and people, it's a chance to kind of see a lot of people before they go on to great things. And when you see the stairs there, the names are just, it's kind of mind blowing who's passed through it.
Yeah, that's good. Go on in, Dave.
Yeah.
Not COVID.
What's that?
COVID.
How have you, so obviously through COVID then, weren't able to gig or anything, so was that when you were writing all your stuff, I guess, yeah?
Yeah, so I thought about this the other day. If COVID didn't happen, then I probably wouldn't have pursued anything in music. You know what I mean? My life probably would have stayed as is. So it's pretty mad to think like that. So yeah, it was writing, a lot of Facebook live streams, a lot of just practicing and picking up new instruments and abilities on the guitar. And just keep sort of practicing, building, writing, and just make myself sort of ready for coming at the tail end stronger.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay. Well, what instruments do you play then? Obviously, I know you play acoustic guitar and stuff, and I've seen you on stage playing some electric, look like a Fender Strat or something.
Yeah. So it was scary. I think at first, it's bad when I go back in time. I think the first proper guitar was a bass guitar. I don't know why. I just had a mad obsession with bass guitar when I was younger. So I learned the bass, and then obviously electric, and then I can play acoustic as well. A wee bit of the ukulele.
Yeah.
Other things like I play percussions like kick pedals and loop pedals, but again that's associated with the electric and the acoustic guitar. So it's mainly strings and that I'll focus myself on now. So you've got to keep yourself busy during lockdown.
Most people did, apart from me. I just seem to eat and drink if I not of anything else.
I mean, I done lots of that as well.
Yeah, he always says that, but we actually started this podcast in lockdown, Dave.
We did, I know we did.
Keep forgetting.
Yeah, I know.
So,
No, there's
I'm still
been a lot.
eating and drinking while we were doing the podcast.
Yeah, no, it's great to see. There's been a lot of like musicians and podcasts and other media streams just come out of lockdown. Just people having those moments saying, you know what, let's go for it.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
mean, we've
great
been really
to
lucky,
see.
to be honest.
Mm.
You know, we've done like, we're coming up to 80 shows now, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And we've had some brilliant people on, you know.
Yeah.
Like, we've had Susie Quattro on and fucking people that just blows our mind, really.
Wow.
We had
Phil
Bevan on
Ciarletta.
yesterday from Phil Ciarletta, yeah, he's coming on.
Who's he?
And then his brother Paul Lambret is coming on next week.
Or Paolo Pizza.
Have you got, yeah. So have you got a brother then, Phil?
Yeah, I've got a brother. I've got a younger brother.
Okay, why didn't you start the Proclaimers? Oh no, they've already begun, haven't they?
Because he can't sing. No, my brother's good, man.
But what are your influences then, mate?
I would say here probably Jerry Cinnamon, big influences of Jerry Cinnamon. Definitely from my sort of lyrics and stuff as well, sort of real life, hard hitting. When I go younger, probably when I was younger, growing up and going to school and that, I'd listen to a lot of Pill and the Teeny, and the View as well. I still listen to like say Kel Falconer. So that's a few Scottish acts, and then you can go across to like the Americans like Tom Petty and stuff like that. But then also the likes of Oasis and the Stone Roses. So just a wide range of sort of indie rock, alternative artists from across the world.
Okay, yeah. Also, indie rock is sort of your main influence then.
Yeah, kind of. I would say indie rock, alternative rock. Probably you say a lot. Some of stuff's a bit of folk as well when you actually look into kind of lyrics and stuff like that. So those sort of genres, and obviously because I'm writing my own, it kind of falls into singer-songwriter as well. It's about a million sub-genres you end up splitting into.
Yeah, that's the trouble in it, because it's a bit like the charts, really. I mean, I see you had a number one in the UK alternative charts. What song was that with?
That was my first song, so you'll like this one. It was named The Sesh. So that was my debut single. So that was back in August 2020. That was the first song. That's when this all started. So yeah, no, it was great. Everybody locally got behind the Sesh. I think they could relate to the song, and they got behind it. And I think it was just based on pre-orders. Like I woke up the next day and looked at the sort of chart and that, and it was just sitting there at number one, and I was like, wow. And at the same time, we had so there was a split off from the official charts that they used to record the Scottish charts as well. So the next week, I was on a sesh, and then I kind of woke up the next day and I seen I was like in the top 10 of the actual official Scottish charts. So again, that was a awesome experience. Big thanks to everybody sort of who got behind it and supported me and made that happen. But it was a great start. It gave me a bit of momentum to kick on.
Yeah. I see a line. I heard a line in there actually, and it says there's a line about fake friends in it.
Yeah.
What's that about?
I think when you look at that chorus, it's like I think when you look back in life, sometimes you go to partying and you just end up at a random house party with complete randoms. And it feels like they're like your friends at the time, but then you never see these people ever again. It's just like one of those times you go out in a sesh and you just end up with just a random group of people afterwards, but then you never see them again.
Well, you wake up sometimes and you think, where the fuck am I? You walk out the front door and it's like, go back in and phone me a taxi.
It's like the magical mystery too. You buy a ticket and then you end up some other part of the country and wake up.
Yeah, because we spoke to Tom Lumley and he's got a song called Fake Friends, but that's all about social media,
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know Tom Lumley at all.
No, I do. I seen it. I speak to Tom on social media and that.
Yeah.
So I seen they're doing really well and just released an album and stuff like that. So good, great champions of new music and that as well. Get right behind other people in the scene too.
Yeah, that's cool, man. And Dave?
Yeah, so we got a little section now where we look at words with the word police, words that are banned.
Yeah,
was it a band?
Well, I tried to get one that was related to Scotland.
Okay.
So my word of today is spooky, which has actually been banned by the National Theatre of Scotland. So, and what they were saying was, is that as they were approaching Halloween and stuff, they were trying to make sure that they didn't use the word, because there's a fear that apparently it's got racial slurs dating back to the Second World War, which I'd never realised. So spook is Dutch for ghost. Was that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then...
well, sproke, actually, with a P.
Spoke, is it?
Sproke, yeah.
And then it's been obviously used for a spy, but apparently during the Second World War, it was a derogatory term, which I struggle to say there myself, that they used for black pilots, apparently, during the Second World War. But I'd never ever heard of that, because I've obviously used spook and spooky all my life. You know, obviously it's always aimed towards Halloween and stuff. But I just thought it was really interesting that like the National Theatre of Scotland had jumped on that, and they said, you know, any productions that they're doing, they're making sure they don't use that word anymore.
Well, that's really weird, actually, because black people used to call white people spooks.
Okay.
Because if you listen to what song is it? It's a song by Hot Chocolate, by the band Hot Chocolate.
Yeah.
And the girl is going out with a white guy. It's obviously about a black girl. Is it Eloise? Not Eloise. Eloine. But I can't remember. But anyway, the dad gives, halfway through the song, the dad gives like a narrative and gives this girl a bollocking, and he says, "You're not bringing that spook in this house."
Ah, okay.
So it was actually the other way around. So I don't know where that came from.
That's strange, isn't it? That's strange.
Well, that's what I assumed anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe he was a black pilot, but you never know.
But, yeah, it's just it is funny how some people sort of like get hold of these words, isn't it? But that's what they've said, is they really, they were really worried that it might offend somebody during one of their productions. When I read up on it, it said even if they offend one person, it's worthwhile not saying it at all. Which so I thought, that's quite interesting, that. Because I was looking for if there was any other Scottish words or anything, do you know what I mean, that perhaps people used to say in Scotland that would be frowned upon these days. I mean, because we got like, come up with one yesterday, which was dialect, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So in Wales, there's kind of like words that we use that perhaps, they wouldn't use anywhere else. Are there any words in Scotland that you guys would use that perhaps we wouldn't even know what they mean? Do you know what I mean?
But, there's millions of them.
Yeah.
Ken?
Ken, that's one. Ken means know. Yeah. Like I know someone, I ken someone, but everybody just thinks it's Ken. Who's
but that's
Ken?
the same in Dutch, yeah?
Is it?
Yeah. Ken is the same in
Ken
Dutch as Scottish. Yeah, it's the same, same word.
Yeah, it's an East Coast. So if you went to the West Coast and said Ken, they would think you were speaking about Ken. But on the East Coast, it's just a Ken, and eyes. Well, I think the Geordies and that say that as well.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
So eyes, yes. So I've been caught in the trap down south a couple of times and said aye, and someone's just looked at me kind of like, "What are you on about?"
Yeah. It sounds a bit Californian than East Coast and West Coast.
It's still sunny, like.
Well, I saw in one of your videos it was pretty sunny, but I guess it was probably about -5.
Yeah, it was freezing. So I looked sunny on the camera, but behind it, I was kind of like, oh.
Yeah, that was Bonnie Toon, wasn't it?
Pissing with rain, like, before we filmed it, but yeah, that was Bonnie Toon up the lochs and the sort of high, like, not the Highlands, like the Loch Lomond and the national parks and around there, the sort of scenic sort of areas, kind of, try to show off that sort of Scottish vibe in the countryside and that we've got up here, inside that video.
Yeah. I used to have loads of Scottish mates, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm in Holland, so there was a load over here working,
Yeah.
And they've all gone back now, but.
No, actually, I've got a lot of mates that still work in like Holland and Belgium.
Yeah, have you?
Yeah, they go across.
Where Ken comes from then?
Sorry?
Is that where Ken comes from then, maybe in Holland, because of the Scots?
Yeah, maybe we've worked in back.
I reckon Barbie brought him over.
Yeah, people went out to work in Holland and took some words back.
Yeah. I don't know. It's probably Dutch. I know it's a Dutch word, but it's the same sort of thing for no. Because they got two words for no, wait and can.
Yeah, we've got no.
No, I don't mean yes and no. I mean no. Knowing.
We just got
okay, there.
Wales. Fuck now in Wales.
And then mum's ma.
Yeah. Well, I found a story, and I'm absolutely a bit fucking mind blown by it, actually.
Oh dear.
Because it's about this girl, right? Let me see if I can find her name. Evie Toombs. Does any of you know who Evie Toombs is? She is a young lady of 20 years old, and she's a Paralympic show jumping star.
Okay.
And she was born with spina bifida. Okay. Now, she actually sued her mum's doctor for millions for allowing her to be born in the first place.
I seen something come up on Facebook about that the other day.
Yeah, I've seen something.
I just can't believe it, because the doctor now can be found liable for negligent preconception advice, which results in the birth of a child with a serious health condition. I mean, according to the article, the mother of Evie Coombs went to the doctor before she was even fucking pregnant, right? And said, are there any sort of like supplements I should be taking, vitamins, because I want to get pregnant, you know? And the doctor just said to her, well, if you've got a good diet, you don't really need to take supplements, which is a really good fucking fact, you know?
Yeah.
If your diet's spot on, you don't need all these bollocks from the fucking health food shop.
Well, you need bollocks to get pregnant, though.
Yeah, you need...
Or at least one, do you know what I mean?
Well, one working one anyway. But so she's taken the doctor to court, and they've actually won the case against the doctor.
Crazy, you know.
And I just can't believe it, honestly. How can you hold somebody responsible for having a child with a birth defect when you weren't even fucking pregnant when you went to him?
Oh, it's just crazy times, isn't it?
It's like the world gone mad.
It must be difficult for you, Phil, because you're obviously a lot younger than myself and Terry. So we've sort of like been brought up in a world where what we class as normal, but obviously your normal is so different to our normal. Do you know what I mean? It must be. But then I don't know. You probably find it all a bit odd as well, I guess, when things like this come up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just think it's kind of just like everybody's learning from the past as we go, and everyone's changing, and the sort of ethical issues are just evolving all the time. Like you see, like a lot of stuff that happens with sort of heroes from the past, and they've got statues, and then they get taken down, and street names get changed and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's just a case as sort of human beings, we're going back through history and learning from the past and what's right and wrong, and kind of making our decisions now based on what should be right or what we perceive should be right in the 21st century.
Yeah, and will it be changed back in 100 years' time?
It could be, because they might decide they were wrong after all.
Yeah,
but the thing is, Phil, you can't eradicate history. I mean, history is there, and we need to learn from that, and we need to educate our children about it, you know, so they don't make the same mistakes. So there's no point trying to erase it, you know, like taking down all these statues and changing street names. There's no point, you know, like John Altman said. He said, why not just put a plaque on it, you know, saying, right, this man was a scumbag, blah, 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 but this is who he is, or this is who he was, you know, and then go and do your history on that person instead of trying to erase it.
Somebody came up with a good thing the other day. It might have been in one of our podcasts that I watched that I wasn't on, and he said about rather than ripping them down and destroying them, put them into like a museum where people can still learn from them, but they're obviously not in your face. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I think there was it in Bristol when you got the Colston Hall, and I think that guy, like a slave trader, and I think they ripped his statue down. I think they're on about changing the name of it.
Yeah, they ripped it down and put it into the harbour.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but rather than doing that, you know, it is, like you said, it is still part of history, isn't it? So, you know, if people want to learn about it, it's still available to learn about. But
I think that's a good point. It's like history has happened, right? It's reality. You can't change it, but obviously we can influence the future. But you're right. The main thing about history is learning from it.
Yeah, it's like
as we don't make the same mistakes again.
The English coming over our borders and raping us for 2,000 years, Scotland and Wales. we don't hold it against them, apart from when we play rugby against them, and then we just move on with it.
That's very true. Because we don't give a shit about the football, do we?
I still do.
I don't, anyway.
I am. I'm passionate with the Welsh football as well.
Football as well. Oh, it could be a crunch game in the playoff final.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
A derby, possible derby.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with the rugby's a different story, you know.
But as a Welshman, I can lose to Scotland. I'm not happy about it, but I accept it.
No, England.
No. We don't lose to England, do we?
Definitely not England. Even if in the Six Nations, we can lose to everybody. But if we beat England, that's a successful Six Nations.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's funny, isn't it? I got lots and lots of English friends. Do you know what I mean? But you can't lose to England, can you? And I guess it's the same. You know, I've been up to Edinburgh 3 times, I think, to watch the rugby, and I think, you know, the Scottish rugby supporters feel exactly the same way as well. I mean, I've been lucky when I've been up there. We've come away with a win, thankfully. But you know, and we still have good fun with everybody in the pubs afterwards. I don't know whether it's like that when England come to visit. You know what I mean?
No, it's a different. Like, the rugby's totally different from the football fan-wise, because I've been to Scotland versus England in Murrayfield, and people are still sitting together. Like, they might, half the crowd starts singing "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot" and half the crowd starts booing, but that's about as much as it gets. Whereas the football, no, you can do that Scotland England football. Yeah. No way. But yeah, Scotland. I've been to Scotland Wales at Murrayfield as well, because my uncle is actually Welsh. He came up, so he had his Welsh top on, I had my Scotland top on. But no, it's a great atmosphere, great day out, and obviously we all went to the pubs before and after and had a good time. But it's the same, I think, because England's so much bigger population-wise. Yeah. As well. There's always an added edge, because everybody, like Ireland, want to beat England as well. Everybody wants to beat England.
Yeah.
Sure, Holland want to beat England, and Germany want to beat
Holland can't beat anyone. They're rubbish.
They should be. They're all about 6'10". They should have a great rugby team.
Yeah, but they're about 4 stone.
That's all them space cakes they're on all the time. That's why they're cut. But then you'd think they'd put on weight having the munchies, wouldn't they?
I think as well. I think what I've heard with rugby is, like, Russia and America are starting to invest money into it, and when the Russians and the Americans get involved, we're screwed basically, because the population sizes are like ginormous compared to everybody else.
Yeah.
I don't know so much about the Americans playing rugby. The Canadians, but not
US. No, USA got a good team.
Have they?
Yeah, and even like in football, they're improving as well. The US, I know they call it soccer over there, but the women's team are like the best in the world, aren't they, for football?
Well, Beckham was coaching them, wasn't he, the US?
Oh, I don't know. I went over there. He owned. Did he own, or he played for?
Yeah, he played for. He played the LA Galaxy, and he owns a team in Miami as well. He's got Phil Neville's the manager.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's.
Are you big into football as well, then, Phil?
Yeah. I like watching rugby, but football's probably the main sport. Time wise, I only really get to watch the national team now, so I'm in the sort of Scotland supporters club. So I used to go home and away, but now I go to most of the home games. So I was at the recent Israel and also the Denmark game as well, and managed to catch the Czech Republic game at the Euros when a guy scored for 70 yards or whatever. Just typical Scottish luck, but never managed to get myself down to Wembley. But yeah, hopefully we'll get a trip to Qatar, or Qatar, say it properly. Next summer. We need to come over. We need to dispense our Welsh friends first before we get there, but we'll see.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be.
Wales are a bit of a bogey team, but.
Yeah, well, I've watched Wales play Scotland twice, and I was when we used to play at the Millennium Stadium.
Yeah.
The one year, I think Darren Fletcher was playing. That's how long ago it was, and we beat you 4-0.
Yeah. I think there's been a 4-0 game. That was that one, and then there was the last time there was a qualification group. I remember it was a game in Cardiff, and Gareth Bale scored a screamer in the last minute, 2-1, and then Wales won up in Hampden. So we've not managed to beat Wales for a long time, but we need to get past Ukraine at home first, and Wales need to get past Austria before we can we can start thinking of that.
Good side as well.
Well, both teams have got a chance though. So.
Yeah, it's that bloody Alaba, isn't it? Plays for Austria. He absolutely dismantled Wales on his own. Last time he played against him. Alaba.
Oh, yeah. Said Abba then.
He's a right back, but he was just all over the pitch. The guy was he was absolutely immense. But yeah, we rely too much on Gareth Bale. We do, but I'm glad to see they're not playing him kind of like 100% of the time, and you know they're bringing a lot of the youngsters through for Wales, which is good. Which you know they're the future, aren't they? You know, I mean, Bale's fun now, so can't rely on him forever. Yeah, but yeah, I thought Scotland did well in the Euros. To be fair, you know, I can't remember the young guy that you had in the middle. He was phenomenal.
Oh, Billy Gilmore.
Gilmore, that's it. Yeah, what a player he was. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, he's made a massive difference coming in. He got unlucky because I think he got COVID. Yeah, he got COVID after playing England and then missed the Croatia game, and then we got a bit of doing by Croatia at Hampden to finish the groups. But I think the team just put all their energy into the game at Wembley and got a result there, as we always do.
That was your final, wasn't it?
yeah. Everybody gave it 150%, and it was like they just had nothing left for the third game.
Yeah.
But that's us not learning from history, because we've done that in the past every time.
Yeah, I know, but it still feels good to beat him, doesn't
it? We've not beat England for since 1999. Yeah. we did beat England at rugby a couple of, and at Twickenham as well last. That was just typical. Like they hadn't won at Twickenham for years and years. 20 years, wasn't it? 22 years or something. And when we did win at Twickenham, we were all stuck in the house. But I think 3 years before that, we beat England at Murrayfield. That was a good one because we gave them a bit of doing then. I think we were all out partying for a good couple of hours after that.
Yeah,
you're all on sesh.
Yeah, we're on the sesh. Went on Friday, came back on Sunday, and before we knew it was Monday. That was it.
Yeah. So, what ambitions have you got left music-wise? I mean, you've played in King Tut's, which is probably one of the most famous venues in Scotland. What do you want to go do in England?
So for me, obviously keep building what I'm doing in Scotland, but there's a lot of cities in England that I want to get down and play. Liverpool, again, famous music scene down there. Great city for playing music, so I want to get down there. Same with Manchester, and also I played up in Aberdeen. I played a gig with a band from Leeds, Yorkshire, called Skylights, and it was a great show, great crowd, and there was a lot of love from people from Leeds after that show. So I want to get down there and play in Leeds too. So I think that's my ambition. I want to get down to England, and I want to get down to sort of Wales as well, Cardiff and stuff like that, and just keep just play as many parts of the country as possible and build as many sort of pockets and following as you can, because music's an opportunity. Like, some of us will make it and go right to the top, some of us won't, but it's an opportunity for us to go out there and kind of have experiences and sort of memories for life that we can always look back on, and being able to travel up and down the country and play, and perhaps into Europe as well. You never know. It's something that you can always look back on and one day be proud of. So there's that side of it as well.
Yeah, that's good outlook.
Yeah.
I like it.
Good.
Yeah.
When you play, then is it just yourself on stage, or do you take a little band with you, or is it just mainly like an acoustic set that you do?
So I've kind of been support level so far, so it's kind of progressed. It started as an acoustic set, then upgraded to acoustic and electric with some loop pedals and kick pedals. Well, that's the big sort of decision point for next year, is to start to get that sort of backing band together and giving it the full band sound, and that's what I want to do when I get to headliner level, and just go for it. I can go the solo route on my own, and like obviously there's a lot of influences I've seen do that, like Jerry Cinnamon, Katie Tunstall's another Scottish/Fife musician that was amazing still is amazing on the likes of loop pedals and kick pedals. But I think for me the direction is to get that backing band next year and just go for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you can still play with all your loops and stuff, can't you?
It would give me a nice sort of flexibility. So I'd have the option to turn up myself if I wanted to, and also play with the band as well. So it's keeping both sort of avenues open.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Very good. So, seen any good movies lately?
Have
you watched that new Rock movie yet? Because that's supposed to be like the biggest grossing Or the
Beatles.
most viewed movie on Netflix now, isn't it? Since it was released.
Or is it the Beatles? The Beatles documentary you're talking about? Or?
No, the new one by The Rock.
No. No, I've not had
I don't know what it's fucking called.
Yeah. No, I've not had my eyes on any films for a long time, to be honest. Just stuff on the BBC iPlayer, or I think the Beatles documentary is just out and everybody's talking about that, so that's on my agenda this week to start watching that, because I think it goes on for a good couple of hours.
Yeah, it's 58 hours, isn't it?
Yeah. What about yourself?
No, not really. No, I haven't really seen anything any good, to be honest. I'm probably going to watch that Rock movie, I guess, on the weekend because it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
That Beatles one is only on Disney Plus over here, so
Yeah,
I don't know what it's the same over there.
Yeah, same. It's on Disney Plus, so I'll need to get a free subscription or a free trial.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
Get it
didn't
on.
think of that. Yeah, it's like I don't know how much it is, but it's like £8 a month or something. I expect. What about you, Dave?
Nothing. Every Christmas I start watching Christmas movies. So
Die Hard.
started before. Yeah, so I started before December, which really, really annoyed my missus because we haven't got our
Christmas tree
decorations or anything. So I watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which is just amazing with Chevy Chase. It's probably one of my favourite Christmas movies. But I haven't seen anything new really for quite a while, same as you guys. I mean, I've been watching Walking Dead, so we've caught right up on that now. So,
I can't tell. Have you caught right up?
We're up to season 11 now. Yeah.
Right. What do you reckon on these sleeping zombies?
I don't know about sleeping zombies.
Have you started watching season 11 yet?
Yeah, they're all.
Well, you know when they went into that army thing where they went to nick all that food?
Yeah.
They were all fucking fast asleep.
Oh well, yeah. I think they were just
sleeping.
I think they were more bored. They were asleep, actually. Yeah,
they were, all of them.
They dropped down on the wire and then they woke them up, then, didn't they?
Yeah. What's all that about?
I don't know. I think it's they just got to develop over time, I guess, haven't they? So these zombies are kind of like developing as well, aren't they? So, because originally they all run like fuck, didn't they? And they climb up stuff, so they were trying to climb up on the tank and everything. When Rip got
I didn't think they could climb.
Yeah, climbing zombies.
I thought they just walked over each other until they build enough steps
or whatever. Yeah.
Like a platform.
Yeah. And then they just slowed down but I think it's just because they're not getting as much food as they were, because they've ate most people, haven't they?
Well, they wouldn't have woken up if that woman had cut herself, or man. Oh, it was the man, wasn't it? He cut himself, a little bit of blood fell on him, and then one of them was like, woohoo.
That's because it landed on his head, that's why.
Yeah, but it could have landed on any part of his body. I reckon he must have the magic sniffing sense.
Well, the magic sniffing can't be that good because they fucking buzz as well, don't they?
I don't know.
That's what they reckon, don't they? They reckon they really smell, so I don't know. But yeah, the only other thing I've been watching is I'm a Celebrity. Have you been watching that?
No, it's in Wales, is it not?
Yeah.
It's Newcastle.
Yeah. So they had to cancel it for 3 days because we had Storm Arwen over here.
Oh, we got a red weather warning up here.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. I've seen it for snow before, but not wind.
Mm.
But no, I've not seen I'm a Celebrity. Since they had it in Australia.
Do you live with your parents, Phil, or do you live on your own?
Yeah, I live on my own.
Oh, you live on your own, do you? Okay.
Yeah, I live on my own.
You've got a girlfriend?
Not at the moment, no.
Oh, right, okay. I just wondered why you said you'd never seen a red wind warning.
Oh, man.
Especially after the sesh. I mean, you know what I mean?
That's probably why I've not got a girlfriend. Oh, man.
Oh, well. All right, it makes me good to talk to you. Is that officially out now, 27? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's officially out now.
Yeah.
Have you got a video for it? I think you have, haven't you?
Yeah, so 27. It came out on Saturday, the 27th. We went heavy on the 27th. People were asking me if I thought it was Adele and stuff. So I was kind of battering back, saying, "Look, Adele never released a song 27. She left it at 25 and then went to 30." So I slid in there and took 27. But No, so we released a music video. Great response to that. The song's out now. 27. So hopefully people have streamed it 27 times.
Okay, cool. And I'll whack your socials on, and I'll actually put the video on the end of this video.
Nah, absolute superb, mate. Brilliant.
Yeah?
Much appreciated.
All right then. All right, we'll let you get off, and it's been great to talk to you, man.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Right,
Thank you.
care.
Speak to you guys soon.
Get on. I'm a celebrity, but naughty.
Yeah, I'll get watching it.
Naughty boy's an arsehole.
You're born in the streets that's down this place. That second name you're known. You're no getting in there, you know your face. Better turn and go, and you stand and debate, then you turn, walk away, oh, oh, oh. And you stand and debate, then you turn, walk away, oh, oh, oh. 'Cause you don't know what happened. You're blank and you're 27. Minutes feel like seconds. Reflecting on drinking sessions. But what would you do to go right back and start it all again? Time is gone, there's no going back. Gonna take a few smacks. You've taken a few blows, but you're still on track. Don't turn your back, and you stand and debate, then you turn, walk away, oh, oh, oh. And you stand and debate, then you turn, walk away, oh, oh, oh. 'Cause you don't know what happened. You're blank and you're 27. Minutes feel like seconds. Reflecting on drinking sessions. But what would you do to go right back and start it all again? Would you go away and go back to that place? You don't know what happened. You're blank and you're 27. Minutes feel like seconds. Reflecting on drinking sessions. Cause you don't know what happened. You're blank and you're 27. Minutes feel like seconds. Reflecting on drinking sessions. 'Cause you don't know what happened. You're blank and you're 27. Minutes feel like seconds. Reflecting on drinking sessions. But what would you do to go right back and start it all again?